Good morning and welcome to the People's Voice on 107.3 Darling FM. I am Paul the Magician.
And I'm Zandas, Okeke, Otigba. Good morning.
Yes, today on the People's Voice we're going to be hosting Barrister Nanya Otigba, yes, the Commissioner for Land. So we want to take a look at what's playing out with the ownership of Eastern Palm University. We'll also be engaging him on some illegally acquired lands by previous administrations and the outcome of this administration's attempt to reclaim those lands. He's running late, and so we're going to consider some headlines from the newspapers, starting off with
the Nigerian Watchdog.
Okay,
let's start with Nigerian Watchdog this morning. And the bold one on the front page says, Okorocha to Uzodinma, tackle insecurity in Imo, stop chasing shadows, react to attack on newspaper publisher. Well, it's like the breakback between the governor, the present governor, and the past governor is not abating.
Yeah, it's not. And I also think it's in the interest of the state.
Oh, you like it?
Well, not exactly, but we need a viable opposition. And so if the former governor is now playing opposition when they are supposed
but
to...
But they're in the same party.
Exactly. How much do you hear from the Imo State PDP?
Not really much.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. 8 years after, court nullifies ex-Imo Deputy Governor's Agbasa's impeachment. They say justice delayed is justice denied.
Yeah, so...
8 years after, that's when he's getting the verdict.
So what's going to happen now?
Is
there going to be maybe payment of areas of emolument and all the allowances that were supposed to go to him while he was in office?
Maybe. It depends on what the judgment really says. We need to scrutinize that properly to understand if he's going to get some of those emoluments. All right. Owerri North's IMC chairman sensitizes members on APC revalidation exercise. Okay. Ohaneze Ndigbo Imo chapter inaugurates new ESCO. And Imo governor's brother Harlin straight blame over attack on journalists. Well, whether the journalist is to blame or is the other way around, the fact that you're the brother of a sitting governor, you need to conduct yourself with decorum,
right? Because
anything you do, say, or any action or inaction will cast setting that which will be directed to the governor.
Right.
So it's important that those around the governor, close to the governor, understands this.
Okay. Moving on to Imo breaking news. We start with this headline that says INEC to take decision on Imo North by-election this week. Assures Commission will comply with legitimate court judgment. No, INEC has enough court judgment to rely on to take decision of who represents the Okeke zone.
You see, they've put themselves in the corner now. You understand? This was something they should have done, on that day. Was it November 5th or December 5th?
Well, I understand why INEC may want to rely on the court judgment. So now, you cannot accuse INEC of taking a wrong decision.
No, but the Constitution, Electoral Act says you must declare a winner.
That's the point.
You understand?
Whatever
they're saying that a party won an election. It's a no. Declare somebody, then they go to the courts and sort it out. Then whoever the court says it is, you understand? But now you've put yourself, the political class are no longer, saying anything. The court, judiciary is not saying anything. Now it's left for you, INEC, to do the needful.
The court already said something, and they're going to rely on what the court said.
Oh, okay, let's see how it plays out. This week, they say?
Yeah, this week.
Okay.
APC membership registration and revalidation. IMC boss John Okeke monitors exercise across Imbitoli. Details on page 2. We have here 2023, 4 PDP governors open talks with APC. 4.
I thought they said 3 to 4.
So
okay.
How many do we have left?
And Ayo Fayoshe was saying that there's no truth. It's public insinuation. Okay, let's say it plays out.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, still from Imo Breaking News, take one more. And it will be this one. Governor Uzodinma accepts invitation to inspect World Bank projects in communities. For these and more, grab a copy of Imo Breaking News.
All right, let's go to Daily Sun this morning. And the bold one, Okonjo-Iweala, former finance minister, shines. Buhari Atiku Gov's UK order celebrates as ex-minister emerges new WTO DG. She has brought honor to Nigeria presidents.
Yeah, we're already getting
congratulatory messages.
More than congratulatory. Some very overzealous Nigerians are already saying Okonjo-Iweala for 2023.
Yeah, I read something like that on Twitter where somebody said, in a sane climate, a sane society, somebody like Okonjo-Iweala should have been made president. 2 times finance minister, now World Trade Organization DG, former vice World Bank, so many, and she's got the international strings and connection. She helped Nigeria get out of its debt burden. You understand? So that such a person should have been made president.
Yeah, but if you go with that narrative, then you would perhaps be making the mistake Americans made with Donald Trump. They thought
was Donald Trump a mistake? He gave them one of the most buoyant economy. COVID was what just
you said just?
Yes, I feel COVID was the only thing that if COVID hadn't appeared, Trump would have gotten a clean sweep to the White House.
Okay. All right. If you say just something that killed over 400,000 Americans,
it's something that was new. Yes, it killed quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's novel. People did not, and he had to use the American bravado to face it.
Okay.
So well.
All right.
Okay.
Let's support her to succeed in this endeavor first before we can. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Do you have any, or we move to Vanguard?
Okay, let me just take one more. Gunmen kill police inspector in Delta, cuts away service rifle. I think that's the new modus operandi of some of these hoodlums.
All right, from Vanguard newspaper, tension in the country. Miyetti Allah calls for peaceful resolution. Yes, all groups should be talking peace at this moment.
Yeah, I think it's high time, I mean, where once stubbornness or troublesomeness stops is where another person's zone begins. So at this juncture, I think it's high time everybody, in fact, is it a delegate of governors, northern governors, were in Oyo State to meet with Sheyi Makinde, over the clash is this Shasha?
Yeah.
So
Oyo State.
Yeah. So everybody needs to talk peace right now.
Yeah. Still about insecurity. We have here NEF, PANDEF, MBF, Afenifere, ACF to federal government produce evidence of criminal headsmen trial. Where are they being tried? ACF asks. We are unaware of our members being prosecuted. Miyetti Allah's spokesman speaking there. No knowledge of federal government prosecuting criminal headers. Publish names of headers being tried anywhere in Nigeria. Afenifere, we want action against headsmen, not words. Pandef speaking there. Try leaders of Miyetti Allah to start with. MBF, Benue tribe leaders tell federal government. Everything pointing to one direction, which means headers are getting away with.
Yeah, but you see, Garba Shehu was one that came up with the fact that some headsmen are being tried and that people shouldn't think the presidency or the federal government is not doing anything, and that's why you're seeing such reactions coming up. They want evidence. Well, if they were being tried, how come it's coded or it's done secretly? You understand? We need to know who their sponsors are. We need to know whether they are our kids and kin from Nigeria or the ones that have found themselves into the country due to the thin line between those from outside the country and those ones that are Nigerians. All of that needs to be established so that the security agencies know what they are dealing with.
Right, I agree with you. And here we have an editorial that says, "Headsman, Buhari silence dangerous."
Quite a number of people are urging Mr. President that if Mr. President has come out, in fact, Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka actually said it, that the president's silence means that consent. You understand? That if the president can come out today, it's not too late. If he can come out today and give them a stern warning, despite the fact that he's their patron, as they say, you understand, that it will go a long way to put an end to some of these nefarious activities perpetrated by the killer headsmen.
All right, we'll move to Punch newspaper.
That's a Blueprint.
Blueprint, okay.
Blueprint newspaper. Will shape policies to get global economy going again. That's Okonjo-Iweala on WTO job. Will shape policies to get global economy going again. I hope it's not just going to be about giving loans to countries. You know?
Yeah, I'm hoping that in our stay, she'll be able to address this over-reliance of African countries on developed countries or developed partners or United Nations for loans.
Yeah,
if they can start helping governments, I know they can't do much by trying to interfere with government business, but I think they can put more stringent measures in the collection of loans so that governments can start looking inwards. If you make it too easy for these governments to just demand for loans and they get it, you impoverish the countries the more. So,
that's true.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that that will be the direction of
and if possible, help us process our mineral resources instead of a situation where the raw mineral resources are taken abroad for a paltry sum, processed there,
that's for your government to do.
Not only my government, it's virtually everywhere. You understand? It's not a balanced trade deal.
She can't come in and help you process your.
I mean, create policies that will make some of these.
She can't create such policies like that.
And then how is she going to make?
Because your natural resources belongs to the government to decide how they want to make use of it.
And they could help us. I mean, technology transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recommendations, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
So that, because that's the only way Africa can get out of this whole over dependence on foreign loans and all of that.
That's right. Okay, I think now, except you have any other.
No, I think that's much we can take, so that we just go straight into the discuss of the day.
Well, we just received the arrival of Barrister Einaya Onwegbu, the Commissioner for Lands. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, our listeners.
Happy New Year.
Sorry, I'm late. Happy New Year. You said that this.
That's very true.
February almost gone.
Yeah, we've not seen this year.
Yes, it's true. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm late. I had some traffic issues from where I was coming from.
Oh well, last week the Imo State government announced that Eastern Palm University has been taken over, but shortly after that, former governor of Imo State and senator representing Imo West Senatorial District, Rochas Karacha, responded by saying his own Eastern Palm University cannot be taken over by Imo State government because it was established under the public-private partnership agreement between the Imo State government and Rochas Foundation. So it became very important for us to host you so that you can share with us information that we perhaps don't know yet. Except that right now we are already gearing up for a commercial break. I'd love to take you on right away. But as soon as we return from the commercials, we're going to have you share with us the way forward from all of this. And also, I know that there was, as of last year, I think October, or September, I'm not so exact, during an executive meeting, the Imo State government agreed that illegally acquired lands by the past administration should be recovered. So we hope to also find out what your office has been up to with regards to that.
And how many have been recovered so far?
Exactly. Yes. Okay. Stay tuned. There's so much to come. Of course, it's the people's voice. Your reaction is highly welcomed. But right now, let's take some commercials. We'll be right back.
Buhari cylinder Iburugbada.
Wazi ibe ike agwụla m o. Amaghị m ebe ọzọ ga-abụ nga agbata gas nje si ime. Ndị sure maka
osugo nwanyị orogwe ekpesazina maka na ndị na-eji mega gas plant anwụchala ọzọ n'orogwe anyị a n'enugwu oke n'ekwekwa bọgịrị savisi ha na-enye kara aka ha bụrụ ụzọ ha nara gị silinda gị gbajuru gị ya ojupụ m n'ọnụ ha ewere aka ha dọnyere gị ya na moto ha na-erekwazi silinda na aksesirizi ya ma na-edozikwazi silinda mebiri emebi mgbagaba ugbu a na uhu afọmakọ dị nso n'ụlọ ụka ndị Salvation Army orogwe Owerri West Local Government Area of Imo State ka ị bara okwu n'ụlọ onye akara ekwentị a 09137720001 maọbụ ị gaa na webụsaịtị anyị www.regingas.com.ng ma cheta na anyị nwere Regin Gas Plant n'Egbu Road n'iru Relief Market Owerri ya na Warri North Pocket Layout Irete Egbada Junction Onitsha Road Owerri. Regin Mega Gas Plant etimesi ebirila ọkụ.
And more, visit our website today on www.flyapiece.com.
OneXBet, huge wins from high odds all the way with the fastest payout. Take more of our winning advantages from your deserving bets on all sports. Because with OneXBet, everyone can win. What about you? Visit our website on onexbet.ng. Use promo code BETNG and get up to 200% bonus on your first deposit. Yes, 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet. Bets for every taste.
Hello, babe. Are you still there? Can you hear me? Alright, yeah. So I see a VIP bar for choice beverages and drinks, a restaurant for African and continental dishes, a 300 to 500 seating capacity event center, exquisite rooms and suites at pocket-friendly prices. And guess what, babe? For you and I, there's a pool and a poolside bar and a gym.
Spend time with family and friends at Zaza Hotel. Zaza Hotel is located at number 28 Yaradua Drive before Lord Chosen Church, Owerri, Imo State. For more inquiries, call 0803-785-8386 or 0803-743-2115.
Charles! Yes, Mama!
Go bring 2 sachets of hyper bleach come. Because I don't use one take soap to rice. They go use the other one take it all the yama jams.
But I don't see any yama jams for here now.
They small well, but they did it. And now why I trust only hyper bleach to take it all of them pata.
Make all your white cloths they continue to be white and they kill all the virus and the yama jams. What will cause sickness for your house with the disinfecting power of hyper bleach.
You know me, who gang? You are moving to the switch gang. It can be with the switch gang. Right now you are moving to the switch gang. Set I want gang. Retire well gang. Pension secure gang. Just switch gang. Set I want Stanbic IBTC gang. Transfer window gang. Happen to life gang. One pension manager gang. Join the switch gang today.
Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Dr. Homel's
This advanced formula get 21 bioactive nutrients wey go make your body strong kakaraka. E get hemoglobin wey dey use build your blood, Siberian ginseng and B complex for energy and strength, choline for fatty liver and brain function, omega-3 for cardiovascular disease, plus including green tea and lycopene. If you dey pregnant, make you consult your doctor before you use am. Every family need Dr. Homel's ogbonge multivitamins and mineral supplement. E dey for liquid and tablet Dr. Homel's smells anaghị agba ya draw.
Ịchọrọ ịgbanye gas na cylinder gị, Rich Energy Services ga-agbanyere gị ya ọsụwesu. Na cylinder gị ọ na-enye nsogbu. Rich Energy Services.
Nne, nke ị na-ebugharị silinda iburu gbada.
Maazị Ibe, ike agwụla m o. Amaghị m ebe ọzọ ga-abụ ndị agbata gas nji esi nri. Ndị sure. Maka
osugo nwaanyị orogwe ekpesazina maka na ndị na-eji mega gas plant anwụchaala ọzọ n'orogwe anyị a lee nnukwu oke n'ekwekwa bọgịrị savisi ha na-enye kara aka ha bụrụ ụzọ ha nara gị silinda gị gbajuru gị ya o jupụ m n'ọnụ ha ewere aka ha dọnyere gị ya na moto ha na-erekwazi silinda na aksesirizi ya ma na-edozikwazi silinda mebiri emebi mgbagaba ugbu a na uhu afọmakọ dị nso n'ụlọ ụka ndị Salvation Army orogwe Owerri West Local Government Area of Imo State ka ị bara okwu n'ụlọ onye akara ekwentị a 09137720001 maọbụ ị gaa na webụsaịtị anyị www.regingas.com.ng ma cheta na anyị nwere Regin Gas Plant n'Egbu Road n'iru Relief Market Owerri ya na Warrior North Pocket Layout Irete Egbada Junction Onitsha Road Owerri. Regin Mega Gas Plant etimesi ebirila ọkụ
107.3 Darling FM, the People's Radio.
You're tuned to 107.3 Darling FM. If you're just joining us, welcome. You're right on time as we engage Commissioner for Lands, Barrister Einaya Onoribo, on the true ownership of Eastern Palm University. Well, let's take off right away. I want to ask if you were at the Executive Council meeting.
Yes, I was.
Of last week.
Yes, I was.
Yes, where a white paper showing the ownership of that institution was. Can you share with us the content of the white paper and the resolutions made in that meeting?
Okay, thank you. The summary of the resolution of the Executive Council is that Imo State University,
Eastern
Palm University, located at Obuku in Idato North local government, has always been the property or asset of the Imo State people through the Imo State government. Yeah. So what we did at the ESCO was to publicly acknowledge that the university belongs to Imo State, and as the persons in charge of Imo State affairs, this administration has recovered it from a claimant called Rochas Foundation for the good people of Imo State in order to keep the records very straight.
What did the government rely on? Is it the white paper, or because I know there is a law of 2019 or so?
No, the last amendment 2018. Mm-hmm. The last amendment 2018. Imo State government presently relied on the government white paper that became the government gazette on the Judicial Commission of Inquiry on Lands and other related matters, headed by Honorable Justice Duro Haigwe, that had a hearing, made a report, submitted to government. Government considered it in a white paper and adopted it before publishing this gazette.
Excuse me, sir. The special advisor to former Governor Rochas Korocha.
I thought I would finish.
I know, but I need you to take this into perspective. Yes. You're a lawyer. He quoted a law of number 3 of 2019 and part 2, number 3, which states in that law, as passed by the Imo State House of Assembly, that the university shall be owned on a public-private partnership basis by the Imo State government and the incorporated trustees of Rochas Foundation, hereafter referred to as the parties. So, are you saying that this law quoted by the special advisor to the former governor is not in existence?
No, there is no issue like that. The university didn't start in 2019. The university was founded by law, was established in 2012 by a law of Imo State House of Assembly, law number 20 of 2012.
What was the name of the university called?
That law established the university called Imo European University. In that law, the provision you referred to was there, that the university will be run as a PPP with foreign partners.
Okay.
Foreign partners who shall be core investors. Rachel's Foundation is not a foreign